I've got a real soft spot for Redfern and Drakeford's china. It's always so beautifully moulded. Detail they went to in the shapes they created for these tea sets is absolutely wonderful. And this is a fine example of late Victorian, very late Victorian chrysanthemum design china from Redfern and Drakeford. Beautiful. Just look at the moulding on this little handle with its little peak arch. There's no reason for that other than as a thumb support, but it's too small even for a fine fingered lady drinking tea from this beautiful thing to get her fingers through. So it would have been grasped sideways like this, so the thumb knot really is a little superfluous. Beautiful inner wall decoration. This is a sort of burnt umber orange and black cobalt. Then it's decorated with this gilt overlay. Can you just see that around the outer side of the black infill that they've used here? And then this really wispy little spindly leaf with smaller flowers just picking up. So Victorian, so English, and in its shape as well, with this little moulding, this rotated ribbing that only comes up on this bottom 1/4 where the teacup sort of is flaring out and then is almost quite straight walled, but then flares just at the top into this vertical rolling scallop with the gilt around it. Just pops. Absolutely beautiful. It's a really nice subtle colour palette, this, and the combination of those floral designs with this infill and the blockwork and that gilt on the white porcelain with a little bit of moulding relief just for highlights is just wonderful. It's a fine example, this, of their work. And I say the dates on this is 1892 through to around 1906, probably late Victorian, 1890s. Good guess really with this type of design and porcelain. There's the saucer plate, little bit of moulding again, relief moulding just there, central well, rolling scallop rim with the remnants of the gilt, quite a deep saucer, beautiful Redfern and Drakeford lion marks there, R&D, and the patent reference 2307 kindly applied to this saucer by the decorator. Absolutely gorgeous. Some of these pieces you can see here, this isn't actually a chip, this is a moulding defect where it's been compressed and then over glazed. So that's part of the character of some of these pieces. They do have this inbuilt character. And the other thing to say about these is they were fired in soot kilns, or coal-fired kilns, which were sooty, and it's quite common for these to have both support marks on them and some glaze inclusions with some little bits of soot, black specks and things like that. Absolutely normal for bone china of this era. So here's the side plate again, lovely deep ribbed moulding all the way around, wispy little frills of the foliage design, then this bigger block of the chrysanthemum flowers outlined with this rich back cobalt with the gilt hand applied over the top there. It just makes for such a beautiful period piece, isn't it? You wouldn't make anything like this anymore. It's too weird and wonderful and aesthetic in its design features, colour palette, shapes, and you've got to buy them as you see them because they're increasingly difficult to find in good volumes and in good condition. So often, unfortunately, these have been put through heavy use over their long life period, and these are coming up now, what, 120, 130 years old since manufacture. So to find them looking so bright and beautiful is a joy, really. They're going on sale from the Vintage and Antiques website. I think we've got several trios that we're making up, going through all the sets, removing any with any condition notes or damage on them that would preclude them from sale. And I think there is also a milk jug, sugar basin and some cake plates coming through in this pattern 2307. So do have a browse on the website. We'll pop a link in the description below taking you through to where they're going on sale. Thanks for watching.